Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for my very first podcast, Andsoph. In this episode, I'm so excited to bring to you all my ideas to life as a fellow creative based in Los Angeles. I'm an introvert who has a lot to say and a lot of special guests to bring to you. My very first guest today is my friend Blair. She is a speech therapist who specializes in communication disorders. I'm so excited for you to hear all about her journey to get to LA and pursue her dreams and how she's empowering young voices. Please enjoy this episode. Hey everyone!
Hey!
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
This is our very first episode, and so thank you for joining. Happy Black History Month. Literally. Thank you so much for watching or listening. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Miss B.
Yes! Yeah, y'all. This is our first episode. Have grace on us.
Yes.
We hope to elevate in the next. We're just kind of testing things out, so that's why you don't see physical mics. But the audio, it will be audioing.
It
so
will.
Don't you worry, gang. Don't you worry. So today's episode, I'm very excited about. I wanted to have Blair on this because she is starting a business, and I really want to highlight Black businesses, especially for Black History Month.
Yes.
And I just want this podcast to be a place where I can empower young voices, shed light, but also just have a fun time.
Yeah.
Like, I want this to be something that you can listen to when you're in the gym, when you're doing schoolwork, and you want to feel like you're with people, company, something you can learn from,
Yes.
laugh at,
Yes.
shed tears, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, hopefully not today. But so some things we're going to be talking about is Blair's journey of growing up, how she got into music, what inspired her business, what she's up to, and just who she is as a person.
Yes.
So
I'm excited.
let's get into it. I love
All right,
wearing
the puffer
jackets.
jacket in California. Let's talk about it.
I love it. It's a fashion statement. Comment down below if you agree with me.
Here's my thing. Being from the East Coast, I don't think it makes any sense for you guys to have puffer jackets.
Because
like,
it's cold, but genuinely I'm not like sweating when I'm in it. Sometimes, like when I was in here, I was sweating because there's like 50 lights in here.
it's also like 60 degrees outside.
It's really just for fashion, I feel.
Thank you. Californians will be like, it's so cold, and it's 50 degrees outside. Back home, it's like 20 degrees. Like, you actually need a puffer jacket on the East Coast. And even when you have it, it doesn't do anything for you.
Literally.
People out here, it's November. Puffer jacket, fall season, trench coats.
Cute birds.
The sun is shining.
Outside.
Put your coat away.
That's crazy. When it rains out here, I literally don't want to leave.
But guys, like, just get better at driving in the rain. All you have to do is slow down a little bit. But literally, there was like 3 accidents on the way to work, and I'm driving like this in the rain. Like,
scared.
Truck on my right, another truck on my... Truck on my right, truck on my left. Yeah.
That's scary. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't. Literally. Yeah, I feel like there's so many differences between New Jersey, Los Angeles. But, like, how was it for you, like, growing up there?
Honestly, I liked New Jersey.
Yeah.
For, like, maybe the first 10 years of my life.
Okay.
I just feel like the weather changes. Like, it's nice for a little while, but then, like, honestly, after a while, it just kind of got a lot. Like, I feel like it was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Like, with the seasons constantly changing. I feel like it's more cold there than it is hot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I feel like 75% of the time, it's just cold.
Yeah.
So the weather was definitely something that, like, became kind of depressing for me. But it was nice, like, living close to New York. Like, we would always go to New York for birthdays and, you know, Broadway. Like, that was cool.
Yeah.
But my friends know how I feel about New Jersey. Like, I don't mess with New Jersey like that. Like, I love my friends and my family. That is what I honestly miss the most about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, it's a nice place to raise kids. Like, there's no action. Yeah. I need some action.
No action.
There's no action, but...
Literally.
Yeah. We also don't have to pump our gas. You just drive up and they handle it for you.
Literally, here you're at.
Yeah, here, I was like, how do I work this? Like, and there's
Nobody shows you.
Yeah. I was holding the pump like this. I didn't know there was a way, like, you could latch it and... You taught me that.
Yeah. I did teach her that, y'all.
Yeah.
How to pump your gas without holding it the entire time.
My hand was cramping. I was like... $20 a gas.
I literally did that for the longest time because my dad showed me and then I forgot and I didn't want to ask him again. So I was just like,
bye.
And then one day I discovered it and I was like, yeah.
I can't. Yeah, so that's a plus in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Not to pump your gas. It's actually illegal. I mean, we're not even that bougie, but you pull up and they pump your gas.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah. It's only embarrassing when, like, back in college, I had no money in my account. And you had to tell them how much you want to put in the tank.
$3.
$3, please.
$3.
The one guy was like, "Are you okay, ma'am?" And I was like, "Yes,
sir.
Yes, I am. I'm just a poor old broke college student."
Why would he ask that? Are you okay?
He asked me if I was okay and he gave it to me for free because I asked for $5 of gas.
Oh.
There was nothing I could do.
Okay,
yeah.
That's nice. I'm glad you did that then.
That was a very low moment. But anyways.
That's real though. That's real. How did like music become part of growing up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my mom, she's a singer, she's a songwriter. So she was, queen, love my mom. Love you, Mom. Yeah, my mom is the reason, like, why I was exposed to music. I was singing all the time. She would always sing. She was always writing her own songs. And, like, I thought that her songs were, like, radio songs. Like, I didn't know the difference until, like, 10 years later. I was like, wait, that wasn't a real song? You wrote that? Like, my mom is an amazing songwriter, amazing singer. And so I grew up listening to like Whitney Houston because of her. My mom was always singing in the house. So she inspired me and I naturally was just singing along with her. We would sing at church together. So my mom,
I love that.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so cool when like music runs in the family.
Yes. Not my dad and my brother. They're the athletes, you know, in the family. I mean, my dad, he can hold a tune, and my brother, they can hold a tune.
Okay.
But yeah, they're not the singers.
On stage
yeah, no.
Wow.
Love you too, guys.
Yes.
Dad and bro.
For real. Was there like any like artist or like type of music that like inspired you?
I feel like I listened to a lot of like R&B growing up. I listened to honestly everything. But I would say, like I said, Whitney Houston, grew up with her, but I love Jasmine Sullivan. I don't know if you know her, but
don't forget to come and
pick up your feelings. Yes, I love Jasmine Sullivan. Her voice is just so raw. Yes. I feel like there's not a lot of singers like her, like that make music. I think maybe like Yeba. I like Yeba, like that kind of soul, just good singing.
Yes.
Singing, you know?
I love that. Both of those artists I love.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like your voice, okay, I know you say this doesn't, it's not true, but it reminds me of Rihanna.
Okay. Yeah, she's a liar.
I'm being so real.
I'm not sound
so real. Okay, let me say this though, because we did karaoke. We did do we did do a Rihanna song. What was it? Stay? Stay?
Umbrella.
We did do karaoke.
Because when the sun shines, we shine
together. The room was silent.
Yeah.
I think they're over it. Because I feel like you're not supposed to try.
It was not a lot of in the room.
Yeah.
I feel like we were making them uncomfortable.
We
were like, come on guys, you know this one. They're all like,
or maybe because we were trying, not really, but like,
okay, yeah,
we kind of were.
You know when people try and karaoke, it's like, all right,
like,
go sit down.
Yeah. It was fun. It was cute. I love that.
I don't think I sound like Rihanna. Y'all will hear my voice.
Yeah, we'll see.
Comment down below.
Rihanna, or who does she remind you of? Yeah. Let us know.
I was in like the choir and stuff in my high school, but while I went to public high school, I also would go to New York like every day. So I went to a school called Harlem School of the Arts, and I got like professional vocal training.
Wow.
Got to do a few commercials, things like that. So every day after school, full day of school, my mom would take me. We would drive to Harlem, and they would be like, "Blair, we're gonna do a commercial. Come tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay, bet." You know.
Wow.
So school was really busy for me. Like that was like my junior year. In college, I went to school for music. I went to William Patterson University.
Okay. Shout them out.
So they had this little program called the Pop Program.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of just made it up for all the people that weren't, you know, classical or jazz.
Yeah.
It was cute. You know, I made a lot of friends there. You know, it was nice. But I felt like I was starting to get scared because I had a lot of friends graduating from that program that were kind of just not getting jobs in the industry. So it felt like if you weren't music education, like if you weren't teaching music or if you weren't behind the scenes, you weren't going to get there was no promising jobs. And so for me, I'm like, I hate teaching music. I had to teach this little boy on the piano once. I wanted to shoot myself in the foot. I'm sorry. Can I say that? I don't know.
I mean, it's real.
You can cut that out if you want. But like, I really hated teaching music, so I knew for sure I'm not going to be music ed. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to be behind the scenes. Like, I just wanted to perform. That's how, like, I connected with music. So, yeah, I ended up switching my major in college. I was babysitting a lot through college, and that's actually how I found my new major. Yeah. So I switched from music to communication science disorders. Wow. So basically all that means... Big jump. Yeah, I know. I went from music to science. Guys, it was ghetto. Like, it was so ghetto. Yeah. I went from singing songs, doing performances. My homework was go write a song to... calculate the velocity of this thing about. And I'm like, oh my God. No. It was really, I really had to become a different student. Yeah. But it was cool because I feel like I showed myself I was capable in a lot more than I thought. Yeah. And I really stretched my mind and my brain. So yeah, communication science disorder was just like studying like communication disorders, you know? So when people are having difficulties communicating, speaking, hearing, things like that, that's kind of what I went to school for. But I found that through babysitting. Yeah. So I was babysitting this little kid, and he was 4 years old, and he would say like, "Biwa yaya," and it's like, what are you saying? What do you mean by that? Want yaya? Yeah. I started to understand what he was trying to say. He was saying, "I want water." But at 4 years old, you're supposed to be 100% understandable, talking in full sentences, and those were the only words that he had. Dang. Other than that, he'd be hitting, girl, spitting, kicking, biting. Because think about it, like, if you can't communicate, it's frustrating, you know? Yeah. So you're going to resort to other ways of communicating. And so I was like, I want to help this kid. Like, I don't know how to help him. So I took an elective in college, and it was called Intro to Communication Disorders. And then I was like, yo, like, I like this. Yeah. And I switched my major. And I was able to, like, use what I was learning in the classes to help the little kid. So, yeah. So that's how I got into it.
I love that so much. Like, I love how you're able to still, like, kind of figure out a way to still keep, like, your passions in music. Yeah. But also, like, integrate something that feels, like, more like you. Because you're like, I don't want to be a music teacher necessarily, but you still wanted to, like, work with kids in some capacity. So I feel like that's really cool.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah. I really never knew, like, the in-depth, like, of what it was like. I didn't know you were a music major before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you said that you have been wanting to come to LA since you were 13 years old, and I'm guessing for music, but also like how did you see, because I've been here my entire life, so I'm kind of like, this is LA, but what was it to you? Like,
when you only live in one place, you always think the grass is greener on the other side. Yeah. And so like on TV, it's like we see Hollywood, you know, Universal, like all that Hollywood, Sunset Boulevard, like those are all like big things, and we just think about TV and film, you know? Yeah. All the big shows are recorded here, things like that. So it was always a dream to just like get that exposure and be around those creative people, because I didn't live in New York. Like, we traveled to New York, but I wasn't in the city where like all these people are thriving with all these opportunities. And, you know, I feel like New York, it's like more private. You don't just see a bunch of famous people walking around, or you don't just see like, you know, that's not as normal. I feel like it's more like exclusive. Is that the word? Yeah. No.
Like.
No, I don't know the word. Yeah, and also I just like the weather, you know, I always wanted to just live in a sunny place. And so literally since 13, that was like my prayer. Like, I was like, I'm going to California. I tried to go to a boarding school in high school out here. Like, I tried to go to college out here. Yeah. So it was just a dream that I had in my heart. That little 13-year-old heart of mine was like, I want to go there.
Yeah, I feel like the timing was perfect too. Yeah. Like, it took a while, but I feel like this was great timing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to come out here at any other time in my life.
Ew. Should we say how we met? In LA? My mom, basically.
My mom. Yeah.
Shout out to moms again.
Yes.
Shout out to her. She saw you at church. And I don't know how y'all started talking.
Yeah.
But you start talking, and then I think you said the word CSUN or something, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like, my daughter went to CSUN."
She did not say it like that at all. Yeah, her mom's the sweetest.
Every time I'm impersonating my parents, I'm like,
and you meet them and they're just like gentle angels. Like, they're so.
I think at first I definitely like vibe with you, but I was not myself.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Sorry,
Sophie was like, Let's reenact how you were.
I was like, what did I say? I was just like, hi.
So, like, Sophie's sitting there waiting for me because I was running late.
Yeah, I was scared.
And I walk in like, hey, girl.
I'm like, hi.
And she's like...
I said...
Yeah. You were definitely, like, more quiet. And I was like, I don't know if I'm too much. Like, I don't know if we were going to vibe. Like, she was so cool. But I was just like, I don't know if we're going to vibe.
Yeah. Because I was like...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You're like, hey.
I'm like, whoa. I think at some point I got more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, oh, wait, she's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, why is she everything?
Stop.
Why is she everything?
That's how I felt. I saw Sophie around, like, her other friends. And then you did this. And I knew we were going to be friends. Because I was like, I was like, this is a completely different person from when, like, we met at the coffee shop. We went to this, like, retreat thing for church. And Sophie was like, hey, girl. And I was like, who is this person?
Literally. Yeah. And for those listening, it's like, you know the chicken salad TikTok,
yeah.
The finger where it's like...
Chicken salad.
It's a chicken salad. I just do that without even thinking now. It's bad. It's pretty bad, but I'm glad that, like, made me feel more comfortable.
Yeah, I was like, oh, no, she's funny. And then you dressed up as... I don't have to get into that.
But I did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Another time I'll talk about the time that I dressed up as Rihanna and was pregnant.
Yep.
Stay tuned. You're going to have to subscribe if you want to hear about that.
Yes. You can see the pictures.
I'm just going to put them right here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so then we just got closer.
Yeah.
And now you've been here for how long?
Like 6 months.
Ooh!
Wait, August, September, October, November, December, January, February.
We are in February.
Half a year.
6 months.
Just like that. Yeah.
That's incredible.
How long have you been here?
In LA?
Yeah.
Forever.
Oh. So you've never moved, like, outside?
Yeah, I've never left California. Even in college, I stayed so close.
Yeah.
Like...
Do you want to leave, like, eventually, or?
It's always crossed my mind. I think I have such an emotional attachment to here and my friends that I know I'm capable of, like, making new friends and adjusting somewhere, but in my head I'm like, oh no, I can't do it. I'm like, that's gonna be way too hard. I'm never gonna, like, it's never. So I like to stick to places where I'm comfortable. Yeah. And so it's hard for me, but, like, it's possible. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, there hasn't been, like, an opportunity where it's like, you could move if you do this. So I feel like for now it'd have to be like, oh, I decide. Yeah. But then I also feel tied to here because of what I want to do. Yeah. Like, it's a good, with film. You can be a travel, you know? Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah. A little travel girl. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Because it would be good to experience something else. Because like you were saying, like, it's different to see it from a different perspective and everything. But yeah, that's so crazy that you're here. I know. Like, that's crazy. Like, I feel like it takes a lot of... Which I told you, like, it takes, like, a lot of courage to really, like, go after that. And, like, you didn't know a lot of people out here either, right?
Girl, I knew not a soul. Not a soul. I knew the person that I ended up living with for 3 months, like, because I did a program at CSUN. So that's how I got to California. Yeah. And so that person, I lived with her for 3 months, and then I was going to figure out housing after that. Jeez. But I literally say, like, it's all God, you know? Yeah. Like, he literally just, like, placed the people in my life that I needed, and he just opened every single door. So it was crazy. He did. He really did. I feel like I'm out here because of God. Like, you know? So, sure. Yeah. He's definitely been providing. Constantly. Like, crazy. Constantly. Yeah. Lastly, just about... your business, Babbling with Blair. Yeah. Just launched. Yes. Congrats. Congrats. We love small businesses, y'all. We love supporting small businesses, so please tell us about it so that we can know. Yes. Okay. So basically, it's a platform that I created for parents and for kids who have speech and language delays. So it's parents who have children that are struggling to communicate, and it's just providing free resources for them. So I basically right now I'm posting mainly on my Instagram and on my TikTok and my YouTube, and I'm trying to make really short, straight to the point videos to help them, giving them tips and tricks that they can use with their kiddos. And I'm trying to incorporate music because it's a great way to help kids who are struggling. We'll talk about that probably later, with their speech and language delays. And yeah, like, it's just to advocate for them, and I really care about my kiddos and, like, my clients that I work with, and I just want to share it with everybody, because not a lot of people know about this field, especially especially people of color. It's very rare. There's not a lot of us. I think about 4% of speech language therapists assistants are Black.
Wow.
Yeah, 4%. I don't know the rest of the breakdown, but I think about 80% of it, 85% is like white woman. Wow. So it's not even just like, you know, Black women that are the minority, but also men. There's no men in the field. Like, it's a very small percentage. Oh, wow. So yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But I'm hoping to like be a part of that change and encourage, especially the young ones that are coming up, that this is a career option for you too, you know?
Right.
Like, we can be speech therapists. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. And like, what could people like expect who like are like interested in like what you have to offer? Like, what kind of makes up all of that, or like what would the experience be like a day with Blair?
I mean, with my content, you can just expect a lot of like really functional like tips, practical ways that you can work with your child, because I feel like with parents, you need quick stuff. You don't want to hear somebody talking at you, you know? So my stuff is very quick, straight to the point. It's fun, you know? I try to have fun with it. And just encourage and uplift my parents that like, you're doing a great job, you know, like as long as you're willing to partner in like your child's language development, as long as you're willing to commit to contribute to that and use these tips and tricks that I'm giving you and actively apply it, like you can make a huge difference in your kids' lives. So things like that, definitely a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of TikToks, some original songs. I'm actually partnering with my mom. My mom.
Shout out to Mom.
Yes, my mom wrote songs for me as a kid to help me learn my colors and numbers and things like that. She's insane. Like, it's amazing how she innately knew how to like do that for me. Yeah. Like, so we're gonna be partnering together doing some children's songs to release.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So lots of good stuff coming. I have a series out right now. It's called Songs to Help Me Speak. Okay. So you can find that on YouTube. Really quick, you know, tips. Yeah. So things like that.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. And like, what's your like goals, I guess, for that? Like, where do you see that going, and like, how do you kind of want to continue to have an impact? I feel like you already are.
Thank
you.
Like,
I know you're just starting, but I already see it.
Thank
your dedication to that. And I feel like a lot of those kids are so, like, when they're younger, they're very, like, what they see in the media representation, it's very important. Yeah. I can remember not seeing people that look like me in certain things. Yeah. And so especially for that, something so specific. Yes. I feel like that's so good, and those kids are going to remember that. And be like, oh my gosh, she looks like me. Like, maybe I can, like, do this, you know? Yeah.
I definitely want to branch out too, like, children's books, you know, like, YouTube, like, there's a lot of TV shows, you know, that are educational TV shows, but there's no Black characters, or the Black characters or Hispanic or Asian characters are the side characters. They're not the main characters. Yeah. So, like, advocating for that and trying to get more people of color as the main character of those, you know, shows that are meant for kids. These kids are sitting and watching these shows. Right. They're reading these books, and they need to see more representation so that they can connect to it. Exactly. So, I want to do that, and I want to do some, like, outreach programs where I'm going into like underserved communities, inner cities, and like talking about my services, giving them away to parents for free so that they can incorporate it in their everyday lives. But people who don't have access to therapy, their insurances might not they might not cover, you know, therapy sessions. So I just want to do what I can to those who can't afford speech therapy, you know, things like that. Yeah. That's my mission, and I just want kids to find their voice, you know. Wow. That's what I want. So yeah.
I love it so much.
Thanks, girl.
Wow. And I can definitely see it growing into something probably like bigger than you can even imagine.
I don't know. Even if one kid is like affected by it, that's all that matters to me. You know, if one parent's like, "Thank you for your tips," you know, it helped my kid. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah. That's amazing. I think it will.
Thanks,
very
girl.
Soon. Yes, that's so exciting. And we'll plug everything. Because she'd be putting work into her TikToks, y'all. Don't sleep on her. Don't sleep on her. She's doing all the work herself. Yeah. Shooting, editing. Yeah. Like, it's not...
Creating the graphics.
How's that been? Because this is your first business. Yeah. It's not for the weak.
Yeah. And I'm also a recent therapist. So, like, I work a 9 to 6 job. So I'm doing therapy from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I stay after to record for an hour. Then I go home, make more content. So I've been working like 9 to 9, Monday to Friday, Sunday to Sunday, honestly.
9 to 9.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I love it, and I want to work hard because I know that people can benefit from it. Wow. So it's worth it.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, but please go check it out, guys. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. It is all free resources for y'all. Mm-hmm.
Why are you sitting down right now? You need to run.
Please.
Run to your computer. Run.
And I will be doing some giveaways, things like that, you know, when I have like little milestones. So definitely, guys, it's free resources for you. So
yes, yeah. I love this. Well, do you have like any advice that you would give for anyone just kind of wanting to go after something that is like a little intimidating in their head, like whether it's like a business idea or like just some dream, like you had to like move to LA and you made it happen. Like I feel like there's a lot of people kind of in a similar place as us, post-grad.
Yes.
Oh, hey, that's another episode. That's another episode. If y'all want to hear about post-grad life, comment down below because we're here.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's not what they make it seem. It's not just like, oh, graduated, get a job. It's not like
You're
that.
Blessed.
Yeah.
And they didn't tell me it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
But anywho.
That's another topic for another day.
Yeah. Don't you worry. But, yes. Like,
yeah.
Any advice for people maybe in a similar space, like post-grad, they have dreams. Yeah. They have passions or things that like, actually, I think I like this. Because that can change too. What you studied in college might not be what you want to do after college anymore. And
that's okay. I love our generation.
Yes, it's so real.
Need a segment on that.
And for the listeners, I was pointing to myself. So, know, this is real. But yeah, like...
We gotta switch it up next time. I gotta ask you the questions.
Oh, period. I mean, if you say so. I feel like delirious right now.
Yeah, me too.
I do not even feel like myself.
I'm ready to eat, girl.
Maybe it's the lack of Chipotle.
Yeah, the lack of
I'm sorry,
food at all.
C-double.
Yeah.
Are you here or there?
No, literally. Seeing stars.
And I've been looking at your face so much that I'm like, I have the details of your face like, memorized.
Oh gosh.
But I feel a lot closer to you though.
Same.
Physically, emotionally. Oh, I thought you were gonna give me a fist bump. I was like, oh god. I was like, please, Lord, please no. So
the advice.
Yeah, post-grad girlies, post-grad anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just anyone with a business idea. I would say just go for it. Mm-hmm. Like, I honestly feel like you can sit there and overthink it, or you could just go for it. Yeah. There's a quote that I saw, and it was like, it can either be like, you can either keep telling yourself one day, or you can just decide that today will be day one.
Ooh.
You know? Like, just do it. I kind of, like, don't even... I mean, yes, you can have a plan and you can prep, but honestly, just go for it. Be yourself. Be confident. And trust in, like, your business idea. Trust in your dream, you know? Like, for me, honestly, I brought it to God. Like, I felt like without God, I would not be here. Without support, I wouldn't be here. So definitely network. Definitely have your support. Team, your family, whomever. Don't be afraid to connect with people. Don't be afraid to go out of your way. Ask questions. And, like, do research about the people that you see that are in the places that you want to be in, and go after that. Like, spend time around the people that you want to be like, you know? So just things like that. And for post-grad, just don't be discouraged. I feel like every no and every, like, no that I've gotten and whatever has just been, like, one step closer to my yes. I know that sounds cliche, but it's like, you don't want to be, like, a part of something that's not for you. Yeah. You know? So if you, like, apply to a job and they say no, maybe there's a reason for that, you know?
There always is.
And so just don't give up, you know? Keep going. Yeah, and you got this. Eventually, like, your dream will come to fruition, but you have to keep moving. Like, even if it gets hard, you can't stop. Because if you stop, then you'll, like, dwell in
over.
it. It's literally over.
Like, you just ended your own dream.
Yeah. Yes! No, that's a word.
For real.
So, just keep going. Keep going. Keep moving.
Yes. I needed to hear that, girl. Yeah. Because I am in that place of where I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out.
But you're, like, doing it. You're here. We're sitting in this room.
We're doing this. This was
we're in front of the camera.
An idea for a couple months. And I didn't think, I was like, it's just not possible. But God provided people who cared and believed in me. Shout out to Derrick.
Shout out to Derrick. Derrick Hinton. We love you, Derrick.
And we were talking about it, and we just kind of had to go for it.
Yes.
Like, we could not think twice and be like, okay, maybe next month we can.
No.
We said this week.
Are you free?
Let's coordinate.
Are you free? Okay, I'm there.
So
where? What time? We're in there.
Right.
We didn't know what we were going to do, but we showed up. And I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Show up for yourself. Yeah.
Literally. And just do something. Put something out there.
Yeah.
We don't have, like, all of the podcasts.
Yeah.
This is the first episode. Give me a break.
Right.
Like, I will get there, please. Like, I know what you're thinking in your head.
Yeah.
I will get there. But if I overthought that stuff and I was like, I literally can't.
Yeah.
Like, I would have never, like, being a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with, like, everything you said. It really takes perseverance and, like, just sharing, not being afraid to share those dreams with other people, too.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I know this is a crazy idea, but I have it. And people will most likely be willing to help you, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, put yourself out there, guys.
Put yourself out there.
You never know. Sometimes you gotta look stupid. You gotta look a little crazy.
Yeah.
You'll see on my page, I'm singing songs, and I'm like, hi. Like, I don't care, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm gonna look stupid, I'm gonna look stupid. But I know, like, I'm doing this for a reason. Keep your purpose before you, you know?
Yeah.
I want to service people, but, like, you know, you gotta keep your purpose before you.
Yeah. Like, don't think too much about others' perception of you.
Yes.
Because that's a big thing, too.
Come on now.
Like, it's 2024. Honestly, people are gonna think every single thought, say every single thing.
Literally.
Like, you can't control it. You can only do so much.
Yeah.
And if someone makes you a conversation topic, the buzz is buzzing.
Thank you.
This is great.
Your haters really, it's like, you're just doing nothing but bringing attention to my name, so thank you. I don't even have haters yet, but like,
I don't
you know,
already, like, let me not manifest that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a part of it, you know? And it's like, even
is.
with that, it's like, I don't care. I'm doing this for a purpose bigger than my own.
Somebody's gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
I would hope.
Yeah.
At least one.
But it's like, if you're not doing it for other people, it's like, imagine living your life for the sole purpose of others.
It's draining.
That sucks.
It's draining.
Sucks for you, but it's
and
like...
I've been there.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie.
As a people pleaser.
Yeah,
recovering.
People pleasers in recovery. But you know what? We're growing, and that's the whole point. So... Yeah, girl.
Try. Wow. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
No, seriously. Like,
no, literally.
I'm proud of you. You did this.
Thanks, girl.
Thank you for, like, caring about me and being my friend.
Of course. As I've gotten to know you better, I've learned so much more about you, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
And vice versa, girl.
Wow.
I love Sophie, guys.
Aww.
She's, like, my closest friend on the West Coast. Literally.
I love you too, and it literally feels, guys, like we've known each other for a long time.
For years.
And it takes me a while, honestly, to open up to people.
Really?
Like this right here. It's like it takes me a while to get to this point in my personality where I can be like,
wow. Yeah.
like
a crackhead.
A crackhead. Yeah.
You can find me at Babble with Blair, SBABBLE, with BLAIR, no E.
Don't put
no
the E.
E.
Like I did.
That's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, guys. That's it.
Yes. And shout out again to Derrick.
Yes, Derrick.
He has been, without him, this would not be a thing.
Yeah.
He has been so gracious with helping us bring this to life.
Yes.
And so definitely support him because he's a businessman too.
Yeah.
And to follow this podcast.
Yes.
And so it'll be on Instagram and Soph Pod. And then someone took Andsoph. I'm gonna need to take them down. For now, Andsoph Pod on Instagram.
Yes.
And Soph on TikTok.
Yes.
Love how I literally made these yesterday. I ran to TikTok and Instagram. I was
It's good. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you. And also will be Andsoph on Spotify.
Yeah.
And prayerfully,
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
Prayerfully.
Let's go Apple Pop.
The one thing Derrick told us not to do.
I know.
Oops. But
Totally
it's
planned.
only if we cut. Only if we cut.
Yeah.
But yes, y'all. Also, I never explained the name of the podcast. So I just want to explain that real quick. So, Andsoph, basically, y'all, I have not been on YouTube in a hot minute. Like, when college came, I left that life behind me.
Yeah.
And I was like, none of you will know about that.
Yeah.
I'm just here. Because things got real. I started focusing on education, but unfortunately, I did not take no hobbies with me. And now it's starting to show because without school, I'm like...
Yeah.
Everybody be asking me, what do you do?
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Hate
please.
that question.
Don't ask.
Keep it in your mouth.
Yeah, keep that right here.
Yeah.
Don't let it.
Don't let it exit your mouth hole, your speaking hole.
Please don't. So, basically that was a time of my life where I was uploading and everything. And so this channel name is just like a tribute to my friend. We used to have a YouTube channel together. And she's unfortunately no longer with us, but I just want to keep that same, because I remember how fun it was just like recording with her, literally doing things like this. We were like laughing together, and there wasn't really like a script or anything, but we were just like having fun. And that's what I wanted this podcast to be, just like with my friends that I feel like are such incredible people and have so much to offer, so much to show, and I feel like people can learn so much from. And so I just wanted to be safe and just like that, and just kind of continue to carry that on, that same energy that we had. So yeah, that's a little bit behind the name if you were wondering. But yeah, shout out to Megan, my cousin. She helps me come up with that. But yeah, y'all, so I'm very excited. This is, I feel like, the start of a lot of very cool things. But yeah, until the next time, y'all, make sure you stay updated on the socials so you know when the next episode is coming through. Have grace on me. This is a one-man show for right now. You got it. Derrick and me.
I'll support you, girl.
Show. Thank you.
From behind.
I got your back.
Yes, I got
from right here. Yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
High five. Yay! Yes. We did it. I love
you too.
I love you, Sophie.